everybody, this is Kendra with Transformation Fitness and Wellness, and I have Adam here to help me demonstrate today. We are going to talk about some exercises that you can do at home at your own convenience. But first, let's talk about what you need. First, you will need a water bottle to stay hydrated throughout your workout. You will need a sweat towel for when you get nice and hot, and then you'll also need a timing device. All of these exercises are done through time, so you can wear a watch and time yourself, or even easier, you can use an app on a smartphone. There's an interval timers just about everywhere you look, and they're very easy to download. So let's go ahead and get right into the workout today. Today's what we call a classic one and done. This means that we are working for 60 seconds or 1 minute, and then you're resting for another 60 seconds or 1 minute. So all of these exercises that we'll go through today, you only have to complete one time, but you want to make sure that you do them at pretty high intensity, so we're getting the heart rate elevated and getting worked pretty hard. So we'll first talk about burpees. Adam's going to demonstrate this. You can do this again elevated, or you can also do it from the ground. Either way, make sure you're making it nice and tense and you're getting a high jump at the end. Then we move on to jumping jacks. Making the core tight, make sure it's not floppy, everything's nice and tight as you're doing that. And then we do lunges. Make sure you alternate your legs here so that you're getting them all in, or you can do half of the time at 30 seconds on one leg and then 30 seconds on the other. And then we'll move on to mountain climbers. He's going to drive his knee to his chest here, keeping his abs or his core tight. And then we move on to dead bugs. He's going to lay on his back here, and he's going to alternate one leg down at a time, making sure that he keeps his lower back on the ground and in place here. If I were to stick my hand down, I couldn't get it through because his lower back is pressed down. Then we move on to a squat, body weight squat. He's standing up, squatting down, keeping his chest nice and tall, sitting backwards as he goes downward. And then we have the push-up. You can do this modified on your knees, just like he's demonstrating here. You can also make it more intense and go up on the feet. For 1 minute, it could be hard to do it on your feet, but you want to definitely make sure that you're pushing yourself. And then we have the quadruped hold. So again, he's going to be down here, putting his knees underneath his hips, hands underneath his shoulders. He's curling up his toes and just keeping himself a couple inches off the ground with his back nice and flat here. He's holding. And then we move on to high knees, or you could also do running in place. He's making sure he drives his knees up and moving his hand with his legs as well. And then lastly, we have a lateral lunge, which he will demonstrate here on each side of the body. He's pushing off. And then we have skater jumps or skier jumps, which he'll demonstrate next. He is jumping from side to side, trying to keep his balance. If he needs to, he can bring his back foot down to touch and hold himself in place. And those are all of the 10 exercises that you'll do for the one and done. The second portion of our workout is isometric movement. So we're going to start with a wall sit. Adam's going to demonstrate. He's finding a wall. He's going to press his back into the wall, and he's going to bring himself down. His knees are at a 90-degree angle here, making it a little bit more intense. With his back flat to the wall, he's going to hold there for 30 seconds and then rest for 15. Then he'll go ahead and move on to a hollow body. With this one, he's going to find his sits bones here, and he's going to hold himself up, relying on the abs to keep him up in that position. And he'll hold that for 30 seconds. And then we move on to a side plank. He's going to stack his feet here, and he's going to push his hips up, again, keeping his core nice and tight. He'll do that for 30 seconds, and he'll switch to the other side for another 30 seconds. And then we move on to a squat, an isometric squat. So with this one, again, same time, 30 seconds. He's going to come to the bottom of his squat, and he's going to hold there. So you'll run through all of those, 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. You can go 2 to 3 times through. I hope you enjoy the workout today, and that's all.